Yerba mate has been consumed in South America for over 5 centuries. In Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, and Paraguay, it's a daily cultural ritual, not a supplement trend. In recent years, Western researchers have started studying it systematically, and the findings are significant. Mate contains a unique combination of caffeine, theobromine, and polyphenols that produces a distinctly different energy profile from coffee or tea. Cleaner, longer, with measurable metabolic effects. What makes mate unique isn't just its caffeine content. It's the interaction between caffeine, theobromine, the compound also in dark chocolate, and chlorogenic acids, which modulate how stimulants are metabolized and absorbed. Users consistently report fewer jitteriness and less post-caffeine crash compared to coffee. Research is now providing mechanistic explanations for why. In this video, we are going to see what the science shows about mate's effects on energy, metabolism, and performance. The scientific literature on yerba mate is younger than its history but growing rapidly. The most comprehensive review published in the Journal of Food Science catalogued over 100 studies. Research in nutrients examined its exercise metabolism effects, and food chemistry studies have mapped its antioxidant profile as among the richest of any commonly consumed plant. This is a well-studied traditional plant now getting rigorous scientific attention. The most common misconception about yerba mate is that it's just herbal coffee, another caffeine source. The research shows it's more complex than that. Mate's caffeine is modulated by theobromine, which has a gentler and longer-lasting stimulant effect, and the chlorogenic acids slow caffeine absorption while providing independent metabolic benefits. The result is a pharmacologically distinct profile, not simply caffeine in a different cup. There is one genuine concern that research takes seriously regarding yerba mate: very hot consumption and some preparation methods that produce high polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon content have been associated with elevated esophageal cancer risk in populations that consume it in extremely large quantities at scalding temperatures. This is an important nuance. The risk is primarily associated with temperature, not with mate itself consumed at reasonable temperatures. The lethal dose of caffeine question comes up frequently around mate because it is caffeinated. Research has established that the lethal dose of caffeine in humans is approximately 10 grams, the equivalent of roughly 80 to 100 standard cups of coffee consumed in a very short period. A typical mate serving contains 70 to 90 milligrams of caffeine, so the danger from normal consumption is not meaningful. A 2020 study published in Nutrients examined yerba mate supplementation in combination with exercise. Participants who supplemented with mate before exercise showed significantly higher fat oxidation rates during moderate intensity exercise, burning more fat and sparing glycogen. The mechanism involves mate's compounds activating lipase enzymes and increasing fatty acid availability. This makes mate particularly relevant for those using exercise for fat loss, as it shifts the metabolic fuel preference toward fat. For thermogenesis and metabolism, research shows mate increases basal metabolic rate measurably. Studies on thermogenic plant preparations that included yerba mate documented metabolic rate increases of up to 12% above baseline. The compound responsible is primarily the caffeine-theobromine combination. Theobromine alone has modest thermogenic effects, and it appears to amplify caffeine's thermogenic action rather than simply adding to it. Mate's antioxidant profile is exceptional even compared to other high antioxidant beverages. Studies measuring ORAC values, a standard measure of antioxidant capacity, show that mate has higher antioxidant capacity than green tea in many preparations. The chlorogenic acids, quercetin, and rutin in mate contribute to anti-inflammatory effects and cardiovascular protection. This positions mate not just as a stimulant but as a functional beverage with multi-system benefits. The full bioactive compound profile of yerba mate explains why it has a different effect than coffee alone. Each compound contributes something distinct to the energy and health profile. Research shows this pattern is more consistent across populations than previously understood. Studies find these effects are measurable and reproducible across independent research groups. The evidence here is robust, replicated, and directly relevant to your daily health choices. The optimal use of yerba mate follows a simple framework that maximizes benefits and minimizes the one meaningful risk: temperature. Drink it at a comfortable temperature, not scalding. Use traditional or filtered preparation rather than high-temperature infusions. Time it strategically, before exercise to amplify fat oxidation, or as a morning cognitive aid. And be mindful of total daily caffeine intake if you're combining it with coffee or other caffeinated beverages. Mate's effects manifest on different timescales. The acute stimulant effect occurs within 15 to 30 minutes of consumption and lasts 3 to 5 hours. Metabolic effects, increased fat oxidation during exercise, are present within 30 to 60 minutes and peak during sustained physical activity. The antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects are cumulative over weeks to months of consistent consumption, similar to other polyphenol-rich beverages like green tea. Here's the evidence-based approach to incorporating yerba mate. For fat oxidation during exercise, consume 1 serving, roughly 2 to 3 grams of dried mate in 200 milliliters of water, 30 to 45 minutes before training. For cognitive performance, a morning preparation replacing or alongside coffee works well, with attention to total caffeine. Avoid drinking it within 6 hours of sleep to prevent sleep disruption. The specific form of mate matters for your goal. Traditional loose-leaf preparation in a gourd provides the full bioactive profile but requires some preparation time. Tea bags offer convenience but typically yield lower polyphenol content. Mate extract supplements in capsule form are used in research protocols for fat oxidation. Standardized dosing is an advantage, but you lose the cultural ritual and the full compound synergy of fresh preparation. Yerba mate is one of the most comprehensively bioactive beverages studied in modern nutritional science. Its unique combination of caffeine, theobromine, and polyphenols produces an energy profile that is genuinely distinct from coffee. Its pre-exercise fat oxidation effect is real and measurable. Its antioxidant capacity rivals green tea. The one risk, hot temperature, is easily avoided by letting it cool before drinking. 5 centuries of South American tradition and a growing body of peer-reviewed research point in the same direction. Yerba mate is a functional beverage worth understanding, not a gimmick. Drink it cool, time it strategically, and the science says your body will respond. Research shows this pattern is more consistent across populations than previously understood. Studies find these effects are measurable and reproducible across independent research groups.